welcome to my Premier League predictions for this weekend. So let's get started. Fulham against Watford. I don't think Fulham have made a great start to the season, but I don't think they've made a real. It's neither been good or bad, and I think they've got a good squad. I think they get enough points to get mid-table this year. Oh, that's my pen. Watford have started really well. Their unbeaten run came to an end against Manchester United last week. I think they're a real physical outfit, so I think they're going to be difficult to attack against and also difficult to defend against on set pieces. I just think this is a kind of game both sides have got to go at each other. They both think that they can win the game, but I see a draw. So Fulham 2, Watford 2. Manchester United at home against Wolves. Tough game to call because I've been very impressed with Wolves. I think that when they haven't had the ball, they've defended really well, very organised, very solid, difficult to get a goal against. And I think they like to play on the counter-attack, and they've got some fantastic players and they can score and create chances as well. But I just think Manchester United, their last two matches where they've beat Burnley and Watford, were two dodgy matches that the media were questioning whether United could overcome. It hasn't been pretty, but I think there's a little bit more commitment there now, and they've got through two tough tests, and I think this will be another one, but Manchester United to sneak the win 1-0. So Manchester United 1, Wolves 0. Crystal Palace Newcastle. I think Selhurst Park has one of the best atmospheres in the Premier League. It's like ultra fans, isn't it? Real passionate, real electric, and I just think it would be amazing to play under that kind of atmosphere. And I think at home Roy Hodgson allows Crystal Palace to play attacking football, and I think when you've got a player like Will Sahar that can be a match winner and change a game, I think you're always going to win most of your home games. Newcastle, to be fair, I think they've had a really difficult start to the season. They've had to play Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, so that's pretty hard to judge them against, and this is where now they've got to try and pick up points against teams and attack a little bit more. But I've gone for Crystal Palace to beat Newcastle 2-1. Leicester against Huddersfield. Actually, Leicester have done okay until last week, where I thought they were absolutely shocking against Bournemouth, especially the two centre-backs. They were so slow, and I think Maguire should have been sent off as well. But generally they've played it okay. Huddersfield, they've only scored 5 goals in the last 15 games, so that shows you where Huddersfield's problem is, and I think they're going to be in for a tough season. So I'm going Leicester 2, Huddersfield 0. Cardiff against Man City. Look, I don't think Cardiff have played bad. I just don't think that they have Premier League quality, and they're going to have a real tough season trying to score goals and trying to keep them out. But I think under Neil Warnock, they will try their best and they will give it everything they have. But Manchester City have that quality, they have that pace, they will create chances. For me, it's going to be a big win, 4-0 to Manchester City. Liverpool Southampton. If you listen to most Liverpool fans, they think they've won the title after 5 games. Well, let me remind you, it's after 38 games. But they have started well. They've won their first 5 games. They're scoring goals, which is brilliant, and their attacking play is great. But they have a better goalkeeper now, and they've got a little bit more steel about them defensively. So it has been impressive, to be fair to Liverpool. Southampton, I just think that they've sold most of all their best players over the last couple of years, and really I only rate like Gagliardini, Austin and Danny Ings has started well. I don't really rate the midfield or defence, to be quite honest, but I think Liverpool are going to win 3-0. Burnley, Bournemouth. Burnley, I like Burnley, and I like Sean Dyche. I think he gets the best out of his players, but they just haven't started the season well. They've got to buck up very quickly and start getting results. But Bournemouth, they destroyed Leicester last week, and their attack under Eddie Howe. I think there'd be more misery for Burnley. It's a 3-1 win to Bournemouth for me. Brighton against Tottenham. I think Brighton are always competitive. I think they can be well organised defensively. I think they'll give it a go, especially at home. Tottenham are struggling. The last 3 or 4 games they just haven't played well, and they haven't looked really good all season. And I'm not having, oh, most of my players are tired because of the World Cup. Well, other players and other teams have had to deal with that. They're just not playing well, and I think Brighton can get a draw out of this game, so I'm going Brighton 1, Tottenham 1. West Ham Chelsea. Look, West Ham had a great win against my Everton last week, and they were fantastic. They tackled well, passed the ball around well, they looked solid at the back, and they scored 3 goals. They have to be up for this game. It's a London derby, but Chelsea have been, I think, playing some really good football going forward. One-touch football. Hazard has been absolutely brilliant. They're heavily reliant on him, but when you have players of that quality, that one player can make the difference. I think it's a tough game for West Ham because Chelsea is scratchy at the back as well, so I think they can get at them. I just think Chelsea are going to sneak it 2-1. My Everton, we're away to Arsenal. I think we can get at Arsenal. Do not worry about Arsenal, apart from they've got a really good attack. But I think defensively, they're really nervous. But Everton have quite a lot of injuries, and we just generally don't have a good record away to Arsenal. So I'm going Arsenal to win 2-0. So that is my predictions. Any comments, put them on my tweet me. And if you want anything else for me to talk about, maybe Mike Ashley at Newcastle, who I think will win the Premier League, managers, etc., just tweet me some questions and I'll do a video and answer them. Cheers, guys.